Hello class, it's Tanisha. I'm here with my quiz review. Over quiz 7, the question I'm going to be covering is question 2. With strict liability, a defendant is liable just by the virtue of the nature of his or her activities, even if 1. The plaintiff assumed the risk, 2. The activity is common and usually harmless, 3. The defendant didn't do anything wrong. The last answer choice is nobody got hurt. So first what I did is I went to the book. I turned to page 184 in the book where it talks about strict liability, and it says that the defendant is liable without the plaintiff having to prove fault. It also says that if a defendant commits a breach of warranty, then the liability will attach, and it would not matter whether the defendant was acted intentionally, negligently, or innocently. Okay, it says, as with other strict liability torts, the plaintiff does not have to demonstrate that the defendant was negligent or acted intentionally in order to recover damages. So basically, the plaintiff doesn't have to prove that the defendant did anything wrong. So I went through the answer choices and I knew right off that it wasn't the plaintiff assumed the risk or nobody got hurt, because it says that with strict liability, the defendant is liable without the plaintiff having to prove fault. So it doesn't matter if the plaintiff assumed the risk on the first answer choice. And for the last one, if nobody got hurt, it doesn't matter if someone did get hurt. For strict liability to occur, the defendant is liable. The plaintiff doesn't have to prove fault, basically. They don't have to prove anything. So if somebody did get hurt, it doesn't matter if somebody did not get hurt. It would still be the same. I looked at the next 2 answer choices, which is activity is common and usually harmless, and the defendant didn't do anything wrong. With those 2, the choice I felt was best is the defendant didn't do anything wrong, because for strict liability to occur again, there's no fault has to be proven. So even if the defendant didn't do anything wrong, he still would be liable. And the activity is common and usually harmless. Again, it doesn't matter the extent or the activity. It doesn't matter, because again, you're not having to prove that any wrong was done. You're not having to prove fault with strict liability. All right, that sums up my quiz review. Thank you.